Today I'll be showing you my two-way 6'4 PG build that gets Hall of Fame Interceptor, and I'll be dropping my Dribble Sigs and Jalen Suggs Face Creation at the end of this video. Now for the height, weight, and position, you want to go point guard. For the height, you want to go to 6'4". For the weight, you want to bring it down to 178. And for the wingspan, you want to bring it up to 6'10". So with this build, you'll have much longer arms, so you'll be able to play better defense in the passing lanes and to be able to get plucks and stuff like that. Now, to start off with the finishing, for the driving layup, you want to put it up to a 77, and your close shot will be a 65. And then the standing dunk will be 45, so you could get like the basic animations. And for the driving dunk, instead of going with the 75 like with my last build, I put it up to an 80 so I could try out the Malik Monk dunk packages. Now this is one thing you're gonna notice throughout the video, that with this build I tried to basically hit a lot of the thresholds for, like, I guess, meta animations and things like that, because around the time when I made this player, I just hit starter 4. So, and also for the post control, it's gonna be a 42. That's just gonna get brought up by whatever. Now this is where things could get debatable with the build, and you might end up changing this, but for me, with my 3-point shot, I went with an 87. And then I put +2 for my cap breakers to make it an 89, which gives me silver limitless and gold set shot specialist. Now if you go on my channel, I've live streamed games with my Rondo build, which only has an 87 3-ball, and I feel like with the 87 3-ball, even if I'm playing starting 5, pro am 3v3, or whatever game mode, whenever I'm wide open, I can hit shots. I'm gonna give you guys my jumper, but I feel like with an 87 3-ball and with rhythm shooting, I can hit consistently whenever I'm wide open. Obviously, I'm not shooting half court legend limitless range shots, but I'm still able to shoot efficiently as a point guard. Now for the jumpers that I use, I'm gonna give you one jumper that you could use if you haven't hit starter 4, and the one that I use now after I hit starter 4. So what I used before I hit starter 4 was Cam Thomas base with Cam Thomas upper and Tony Parker as the second upper, and you could see it's 100 of release speed. I also use it right before set point, and the animation blend is 60-40. And for the requirements as well, as you'll see at the bottom right, is you need an 85 3-ball or mid-range for the Cam Thomas base, and for this whole jump shot, it's still an 85 3-ball or mid. And now for the starter 4 jump shot that I use, all I did is I just changed the base to Patty Mills, and then the release speed, instead of having it at 100, you could put it down to 75. Now honestly, you could still put it up to 100, but I heard when you put it down to 75, like, it's easier to time. But it's really up to you and your preference what you want to do with the release speed. But this is how I have my Patty Mills base, and it works fine for me. And for the free throw, I kept it at 62. Would I like it to be higher? Yeah, but the way that I play, I'm gonna miss some free throws, but you can still hit free throws as long as you know your timing. Sometimes you'll get a late and still make the free throw. I don't really understand the free throw logic in this game, but I believe I use like Jamal Crawford free throw. As long as you know your timing, you can hit some. Obviously, I'm not gonna go 100%, but I needed to use my points for other parts of the build that can compensate for that. Now, onto the playmaking. For my pass accuracy, I went with an 89 pass accuracy, which is gonna give you the Tyrese Halliburton pass style, and it's gonna give you silver versatile visionary. I feel like with the 89 pass accuracy, I'm able to, you know, be an efficient guard, and I'm able to dot my corners and throw good skip passes. Obviously, if you throw a stupid pass right in front of somebody's face, obviously they're still gonna be able to steal it, but I feel like with the 89, it's like a good minimum to have as a point guard. Now for the speed with ball and the ball handle, the speed with ball, you want to go up to a 91 for Hall of Fame lightning launch, and for the ball handle, I went with a 92, and then I put +3 with my cap breakers, so I get a 95. And with the 95, your ankle assassin will go to Hall of Fame, your handles for days will go to Hall of Fame, and you'll also get Steve Francis sig size up if you're a starter 4. So like how I was saying before, the whole point of this build was kind of to, you know, play to my own play style, but I could still use like certain meta moves and have access to them. Believe it or not, I have not used Steve Francis since like the beginning of 2K23. So since I hit starter 4, I'm like, you know what, let me make a build and allow it to get Steve Francis just so I could try it out. And in my opinion, from the clips and from when I was playing with the Steve Francis Sig size up, I feel like it's really good. You don't have to use it. You really could still be a good guard without it. But if you're kind of going for more so of a meta play style to get yourself open, I feel like that Steve Francis is worth it if that is your play style. But if you ISO or don't really care to play the meta way, you don't need to force the 95 ball handle for the Steve Francis. Now on to the defense. For interior defense, you want to go up to a 62. For the perimeter, you want to go up to 91, which will give you gold on ball menace. For the steal, you want to go up to a 94, which gives you Hall of Fame interceptor. And then the block, you want to put it up to 68, which is going to give you bronze high flying denier. Now, I don't have too many defensive clips to show, but what I can tell you with this 62 interior and the 68 block is that being that you're 6'4" with a 6'10" wingspan, I feel like you can play great defense with this, even though it's not like a 80 or a 89 or whatever the case may be, like something that you might have on a 6'8" player. I feel like you're still able to play great defense on the perimeter, and you're still able to guard a rim runner, somebody that's just trying to go up with a BS layup on you. And if you guys know how the game is, the interior defense is cooked anyways, so it's like it is what it is. As far as the rebound and everything else, you want to keep it there. And then as far as the speed goes, I went with this 86 speed and 81 agility, and I was kind of worried about it because I thought this player would be slow. But honestly, I don't know if it's because I have on Jalen Suggs' motion style, but I honestly feel like I can still keep up with people. Obviously, it's not like the pure 6'4" lockdowns with 92 93 speed, of course not, but I feel like I can still keep up with this 86 speed. To finish the build off, you want to put your vertical up to a 70 so that you can get the Malik Monk dunk packages. That's also an important part. It's not just an 80 driving dunk, you also need to put your vertical to a 70 as well in order to get it. And then once you click X, you should get shades of Derek Harper, Lonzo Ball, and Jalen Suggs right there. And then your name will be two-way 3-point playmaker, as you could see right here. And now to end the video off, I'll be leaving my Sigs, my non-meta Sigs, and my meta Sigs. And then I'll also be showing my face creation for those of you that want to remake this build and want to have a Jalen Suggs face creation for it. But other than that, let me know. I have a Rondo build and a Jokic build that I want to release. Let me know which one you guys want to see next. But other than that, I'll holla at y'all in the next video.